going on, everybody? I'm back. YouTube, I'm back. Twitch, we're still hanging out. Gonna bring you the end of the game. This is the final stretch of Metroid Prime Remastered. We've collected all 12 of the artifacts. Time to bring them back to the center here. Now that we have them, we get cutscene mode. Pretty nice. But of course, things won't go to plan. Because you know what that sound is? Looking mighty fine in 1080p. It's our homeboy, Beta Ridley. His entire neck is just like mechanical. He just doesn't eat anymore. I'd like to imagine that they cloned him for Super Metroid, you know? They just like took some of his DNA and cloned him. Doesn't really explain how he survives this game. Anyway, yes, we have to square down with Meta Ridley. And real quick, because we're so cool. It's out of respect, Meta Ridley, I promise. Anyway, new creatures downloaded into your logbook. Morphology is Meta Ridley, genetically enhanced Ridley metaform. Reborn and evolved through pirate technology, Meta Ridley is a fearsome enforcer. His armored hide is extremely resilient. Save for the chest, which has thinner plating, the pirates have fused a number of potent weapons to the creature, including a multi-missile system, a kinetic breath weapon, a something Messin bomb launcher, and an ultra-thermal flame strike projector. Meta Ridley is also formidable melee combatant, making any sort of engagement a risky proposition. Alright. Now with that out of the way, switch over to the plasma beam here. Just like the game says, shoot him in the chest a whole bunch. He's gonna go fly around and do his thing for a minute. Kind of like carpet bomb us, because, you know, I mean, if you could fly, why not use it to your advantage? Where you at, bud? There you are. Behind the little pillars. Getting them, we're getting them. Or if super missiles do a better job on him. That worked. Out of curiosity for sure. Come on. Here we go. Don't have much damage. He's down airing me. All of the health back. Every time he breaks one of these pillars, it's full of energy. Pretty good for me. Probably would have been better to plasma beam him. I wonder how much the wave buster does on him. Or if you can freeze him with the ice spreader, that'd be cool. Get out of here, you jerk. Cheap shots. Cheap shots for sure. Let's see how much the wave buster does. Not too shabby. Kind of whittling him down pretty good. I just like to check mechanically how much everything's doing. We'll do the ice spreader next. Maybe you can give us some help. Hide behind this thing real quick. Man, it almost worked. Anyway, have an ice spreader. Doesn't seem to do too much. We can go back to this. roasting. Maybe the flamethrower does a lot to him. I have no idea. Burn him. Burn him. Kind of working. We're getting him slowly but surely. Yeah, I think probably super missiles were the way to go, or just plasma beam charge shots. I'll wait for him to do his thing a little bit longer. And I'm pretty sure there is a way to cheese this fight where you can kill him in one hit. I'll show that at the end. But, yeah, I should try it in maybe my next playthrough or something on hard mode, but I'm pretty sure if you, like, use the boost ball on him, it's like one shot. I don't know why they did that. Try it. See if it works. I think they fixed it. Something like that. Maybe it was the power bomb. Well, we'll just fight him the normal way. Maybe they patched that. Anyway, now that his mouth is open, if you know anything about Ridley, shoot him in the mouth, stuns him. And then he opens up his chest for us to know a couple times. Ooh, I jumped there, but thankfully the Joy-Cons are on your side there, Ridley. Kind of when he rears back like that, he's about to do a big strike. Had to be a little quick round draw for that one. Oh, I definitely jumped there too. There we go. Just hammering laser shots for that. There we go. It's finicky timing. Oh, don't do the dash jump. Do the normal jump. It's all what not to do at a Ridley fight. There we go. Kind of backing me into the corner now. Get that timer down. I didn't jump early enough. Catch bud. Can't hit him when his mouth is open. He's shooting a laser. Got his strike. Too focused on hitting. Get out of here. Trash. Give me a GameCube controller. No, you're almost dead. No, you want to die. There you go. Ooh. Downvote. There we go. Time for Ridley to go night-night. Got him. There it is. Got those little teeny tiny windows of opportunity. This part's pretty sweet though. I like this. Cool. Statues get mad. And that's the last you see of. Oh, and he explodes too. So I have no idea how he like survives and comes back in like all the other games, but maybe they explain it somewhere on the wiki. I can read up on that. Like, did they just like clone him? Not sure if he was in the second one. I can't remember. Anyway, finally, for once, the Chozo ghosts do something useful for Samus. They open up the little portal. Muriel, what's up, man? Star Wars taught us no one's ever really gone. I mean, I haven't seen episode 9, so I don't know that. But apparently it has my boy Palpy in it. Heading down to the true end of the game. We're going to be throwing down with Metroid Prime, but first we got some business to take care of in the impact crater. And I'm so curious to see what it looks like here. It's a very mutated and screwed up area. It makes nice squishy noises when you walk around too. Grounds. Anyway, yeah, we'll save here. And definitely want to replenish some of our missiles. Thankfully, there is a missile station somewhere in the impact crater. I think there's one other creature I need to scan in here too, other than the final boss. This little thing, it's a little gecko.
Recorded to logbook.
It's a new creature. This is the Lumigek. Lumigek. Look at that. Phazon-charged reptiles. Native to Talon 4, the Lumigeks travel in swarms to increase their odds of survival. They absorb and radiate Phazon energy, making these swarms a threat. Also, if you notice, the pure, evil concentrated form of Phazon is orange, something that they never touch on. I also wonder what scans I missed in this game. Yeah, he's gonna help you with your car insurance. They just keep coming, these Lumigeks. Alright, power beam time. I want to scan the orange Phazon to see if they changed it at all. Anyway, yes, the pure raw form of Phazon is like this weird orange color, which they never do in the rest of the Prime trilogy. Limited data on unknown material available. Material is highly radioactive. You will take damage from direct contact. Mutagenic quantities at least 86% greater than Phazon. Unshielded vital forms below an index level P will suffer fatality within moments. Yes, very dangerous stuff. You're not going to touch it. Full damage. Kind of kept this area kind of creepy looking too, because it's like there's big teeth growing out of the wall and everything. Anyway, this room has a lot of orange Phazon in it, and more of our lovely Vision Metroids. So, as per usual, give them the power bomb that they deserve. You can complete the room unhampered. Not to be messed with. It's looking pretty nice. I like this. Hey, bud. I think they also respawn in this room, so it's just best to get this room over with. Just kill the Vision Metroids and move on. Pretty sure they spawn infinitely, so... I'm like holding my Joy-Con extra close to the Switch, because I don't want it to eat my inputs here. There we go, we got through the gauntlet pretty nicely. Right here is the missile room, I believe. Yep. Look at that little jerk. Get out of here. Missile station just hanging out in the impact crater. Very interesting. Cool little effects in the walls, even. Everything here is just so screwed up and cool looking. Don't mind me just googling at the details. Wonder what that is. But yeah, it looks very different than Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Makes me wonder, like, why they didn't do more of a pure Phazon thing, you know? Like the orange Phazon is just never a thing ever again. But it's a nice flavor touch. This is the reason that I like playing as the orange color of Dark Samus in Smash Brothers. It's behind us. Whoops, I don't want to go towards that one. Gotta go up even higher. We're just gonna give him time to reset. As I figure out where I'm going on the map. Yeah, I think you gotta go up around a little bit higher. Dumb little fission Metroids everywhere. And you kind of want to save your power bombs too. But whatever. We'll give them what for. Got them both on there. Do some platforming here. So hopefully the Joy-Cons behave. Not too shabby. We made it. Metroids are not happy with me. Anyway, this is one of the final rooms of the game. Got some magnet tracks on these like super weird corrupted tentacle root systems. There we go. Almost screwed that up. Spider balling our way around. And here we go. Big baddie. It's funny because this room doesn't have like orange phase-on in it. It's the standard phase-on color. I'll kind of save my comments on this for the fight itself, but the track is also a nice banger. I like it. Final showdown, phase 1 against Metroid Prime. Looking mighty fine in 1080p with the remaster. You can see the evil face and everything in nice detail. It's very hard to see in the GameCube version. It's very dark. Hopefully the scan has like the head on the right side so you can actually see what it looks like. Alright. We're going in. Doing a little like screw attack jump. I love it. Anyway, this is Metroid Prime, highly evolved phase-on producing life form. You can see the sinister face on the right. I love it. I love it. Aberration known as Metroid Prime is the source of phase-on, making it immensely powerful. A genetic flaw makes it susceptible to certain weapons for a brief period, only when its head is truly vulnerable. Other attacks are a nuisance. Offensively, Metroid Prime has a number of natural and mechanical weapons at its disposal. These include ultra-frigid breath, multi-missiles, snare beams, and particle wave projectors. Its massive strength and barbed carapace make it lethal in melee combat. Recommended maximum firepower when engaging this enemy. Yeah, your suit's like, you don't want to mess with this thing, just kill it ASAP. That's what we're gonna do. So, right now it's in yellow form. So you want to use the power beam on it. It's kind of just like the Wave Troopers. Where you just kind of use the beam that works for the color that it is. And then, thankfully, we hit up that missile station. We're going to use the Wave Buster now, because it's in purple mode. Gotcha. And a lot of this fight is just chasing him deeper and deeper into the impact crater. Let's go get him, Samus. Let's go get him. Love that little somersault to the next room. What color are you going to pick, bud? Power beam? Go. Okay, these things, I don't know if these are a stand. But, they will give you missiles, all out missiles. Gotcha. A couple super missiles will do the thing, do the trick. Yep, and then when the big crab does the charge at you, if you dip into these trenches and kind of evade the attack. You don't want to get hit by the ice beam because that actually freezes you. There you go, gotcha. What color are you gonna pick? Oh, we got hit. Forgot that it happens after every time. Oop. Wrong button, wrong button. Wrong buttons all over the place. Just switch to the wave beam. There we go. Wave beam's nice though, because you can just use the buster. Gotcha. Alright. Hop into morph ball form. Oh, wait. Oh, running away. Look at this big angry crab. I know, Metroid Prime is just a very big angry crab. But it does have a giant mouth underneath, which kind of reminds me of Shieldred. Magic lore, for any of my magic nerds out there. Oh, get away with your snare grabbers. Ooh, you went into red mode. Alright, that could be some red. Jeez. Hop out of the way of those missiles. Alright. Waiting for the French. There we go. What color are you gonna pick now, huh? Purple. Spider Mommy, yeah. Metroid Prime, the original Spider Mommy. What color are you gonna pick now? Ice, you say. Getting them, we're getting them. Go over that power beam real quick. Ooh. No! I wonder if you can, like, boost out of there or something. I don't know how to combat that attack. All the way down. Going down to the bottom. Spider Mommy with the hearts. Yes. Javier is a fan of Spider Mommy. Confirmed. Step on me, Spider Mommy. Get him, get him, get him. Good old Wave Buster. Bet every time I can. Definitely got trampled on there though. You want to go red mode. Oop. Wrong button. Oh, you're going purple. Alright. I swore he was red there for a sec. Trying to mow on missiles. Yeah, as you can see, like, definitely. Oh, I couldn't get into the trench fast enough. That was BS. But definitely kind of runs your. Going back to this mode. Give me some Wave Buster action with the rest of what we got. Now it's up to just the beams that we have. But yeah, it uses all of your missiles. You can get some more missile action going on here. Power beam? Heck yeah, there we go. Got some super missiles with your name on it, Metroid Prime. Almost got him. Ooh, switch to ice at the last second. Very, very defensive play. I don't know if Plasma Beam's gonna save you though. Alright, now we can start phase 2 of the fight. I'll make sure I have my Morph Ball controls down too. And my visor swapping controls, because this is where it all comes together. Here we go. Down to the core. Down to the core. And probably one of the best songs in the entire game, in my opinion. Yeah, I did just kind of cow tip it. Very cool. Very cool. This is the essence of Metroid Prime. I don't remember that scene there with that, like, extra dramatic effect. So... yes, Metroid Prime, the core essence of Metroid Prime. Scan indicates that the Phazon energy from Metroid Prime is invulnerable to all conventional weapons. Only attacks sent from Phazon-fused arm cannon will damage it. It generates pools of Phazon when it attacks. Use these to fuel your suit's Phazon weapon system. So if you remember, when we got the Phazon suit, it also had the Phazon beam. So we kind of got to use these areas on the ground that he generates to just completely destroy him with Phazon. Nothing else works. The entity can also spawn Metroids to assist it in battle, rendering itself invisible when it does so. So you have to swap through different visors in order to see it all the time. You got to use the pools of Phazon in order to attack it. Gonna suck up some of the extra missiles and health that we can here. This is true endurance test mode. The crab has ascended for sure. It is now just floating crab. Do your thing, do your thing. You want to spawn some Phazon for me so I can kill you? Please. Or are you just glitched in the remaster? what it's doing. I honestly don't know what it's doing. Am I gonna have to like pull up the ending of this on YouTube for everyone? Can I just walk into you? Is that working? There we go. I just had to walk into it. Anyway, so now it turns into a different... You gotta use a different visor to see it. You have to step into these pools of Phazon in order to combat it. There we go. You shoot it with the Phazon beam. Looks way cooler in the when you can actually see it not in the X-ray visor, because the Phazon beam looks amazing. But we'll get to see that for sure, because it does swap between all the different forms. Gonna make some more pools of Phazon for me. Anyway, so yes, it does make. Please let me out of. Can you not get out of the form? Oh, there he is. Yeah, now we have to be in thermal mode. Overload him with Phazon. I love that crab is suspended. I guess once you're in the Phazon pool, you can't get out of. Where you at? Oh, he's visible now. I want to see what the Phazon beam looks like in 1080p Remastered Edition. We are very upset. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Nope. Nope. Yes, you're in this mode again. There we go. I just want to see what it looked like. I'll take a look at that in the screenshots or something. Maybe I'll use that as the video thumbnail. I just wanted to really see what it looked like. Because you don't really get a chance to see what the Phazon beam looks like. He's not going to let you in this fight, I guess. We just died. We could just die. There he is. He's in thermal mode now. Can I see you? Standard visibility. Quit spamming. Other one. He's in this form. There he is. Get him, get him, get him. Just angry squealing. Oh, poor Metroid Prime. He does kind of look like a Squidward. like Squidward when he's got his fork stuck in his throat. Over here just murdering him. Get out of the Morphball, Samus. Thank you. What mode is he in? This one. Here we go. So it looks like he's not gonna let me see what the Phazon beam looks like. Standard visor form, which I really want to see. So I might just stand around in the pool and purposefully just not shoot him because I do like how that affects him. Oh wait, yes he is for the final hits. Get him. Got him. Good thing I didn't have to botch that around. But thankfully we had enough power bombs to dispatch the fission Metroids, because he does litter the room full of fission Metroids as we fight him. And that's the final boss of the game right there. Gotta look out, Samus. back to purple mode. I hopefully Samus looks a lot better when she takes her helmet off. Crater collapse imminent. Evacuate immediately. Sadly, no, we don't have to. We don't get to evacuate from the crater. It does it automatically. How she can like call in the gunship from her little arm cannon. So it's like, wait a minute, you could have done that instead of like taking all these elevators and like walking around this whole time. 'Cause it's not like your ship is damaged like in Echoes. It's a nice little effect. Looking much better, Samus. Much better. And she doesn't blink like a reptile, like a weird alien anymore. Like the the wavy eyes. Oh, so sad. I mean, kind of like destroyed space pirates and like saved this whole planet from eco disasters, so that's not something to be sad about, I guess. Silver lining, Samus. Don't be all sad. It's all good. But yeah, there we go. That's Metroid Prime Remastered. I gotta say, you know, you ever on the fence about picking this game up? I would say go for it, pull the trigger. Not only would it show Metroid some love, but I think it's a great experience, and they did an amazing job with just retexturing everything, you know, bringing this game to light in 2023. Don't be sad, this is just how it works out sometimes. Yeah, basically, that's gonna be the thumbnails. I'm gonna put Angel when she takes her helmet off at the end. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I have to do something like that. That's pretty rough. But, yeah, no, like I was saying, that's it. What a beautiful game. I mean, you know, sure, I was nitpicking here and there with some effects that I've grown to, like, love from the original. You know, some things that I would have kept the same, or, you know, not the same, but I would have kept the same type of effect. Like, you know, the overheating of Samus's gun. I know the one guy was complaining about how the doors look. The thermal visor, you know, I really prefer how it looked in the GameCube version, where it didn't have that like drunk effect where everything was like fuzzy and had an after image. I liked how sharp and crisp it looked in the original. But outside of that, you know, like everything just looks so insane. Like it's amazing. When you first step into friggin' Orpheon, you can just tell that the team just had this like idea of the impact that they wanted it to have. You know, coming from the GameCube era into modern day standards, you know. And I gotta say, you know, this is what, like the 6th time that I've played through Metroid Prime, so story-wise, and I guess gameplay-wise, it didn't really give me much on top of the original, except for, I guess, having to deal with these. You know, the control scheme is good. It took some getting used to, but, you know, the Joy-Cons sometimes have a mind of their own, and it shows. But yeah, no, it's definitely easier to control, because, like, when you play on the GameCube version, you get Samus tank control. You know, those controls don't age well, especially with modern-day shooters and whatnot, so... Plus, you know, I might mess around when I go to beat this game through on hard mode or hyper mode, whatever it is in this game. I'll probably switch it to have like the motion controls on and stuff to see how that works. See if that's nice. A couple little interesting tidbits that I noticed in the remastered version through the playthrough versus the original was when you first get to the research base, Glacier 1, the scan on the Metroid is a Talon Metroid or whatever, and it talks about how it's like specific to Talon 4, which is how they kind of like retcon in the Metroid going through a different evolutionary cycle than the Metroids that were created by the Chozo on SR388 to fight the X-Parasites. You know, the ones that go through like the evolutionary stage to eventually turn into Metroid Queens and whatnot. So, yeah, that was pretty cool how they kind of covered that one up a little bit. Also, the removal of the first, I think there was like 2 or 3 pirate lore logs that talked about how pirates actually physically encountered Metroid Prime. And like that's how it got its like mechanical weaponry and stuff that it uses against you in the final battle. And like more so I think it's like crab armor and whatnot. But like that doesn't make any sense. Because like how do the pirates encounter Metroid Prime when it's been locked away in the impact crater by the Chozo? You know, it's kind of contradictory. So they took those logbooks out in the PAL version of the game, and you know, I imagine every other release of the game. I can't speak for the trilogy, but I imagine if they're not in this one, then they're also not in the trilogy. So a couple little differences there, but yeah, I think it makes more sense the way they have it currently, because like I said, it doesn't make any sense that the pirates were able to like contact Metroid Prime when they talk about it being isolated in the impact crater as well. So good job, team. Kind of fixing Metroid contradictions there. Yeah, I don't know. Everything was a great experience playing through that. You know, you'd think it would get old. Not too bad though. I mean, this is gonna be like episode 14, I think, the final episode. So, you know, if you know where you're going and you got, I want to say like 15 hours to put into a game with a solid campaign, solid immersion, go ahead and pull the trigger. Metroid Prime is just amazing. It's an amazing experience, very immersive, really cool effects, and yeah, I'm proud to own a copy of it now, physical copy, on the Switch. Always get overwhelmed with nostalgia every time I boot up the game, every time I beat it, start a new run. And yeah, definitely gonna go through and 100% because I want to see what the final cutscene looks like, the special cutscene you get for doing the 100% complete run. They have a couple upgrades to grab, but they're probably spread out all over the place, so that's just gonna be me looking up a guide on the other screen over here, just running through everything and just be playing super sloppy, basically. Because I also want to unlock all the extras and stuff too that they have in the main screen. Really enjoy looking at those 3D models that they have. And as for today, I might also go onto the shop and spend some platinum points to get myself a Metroid Prime icon instead of the stock Samus one that they have for the Switch, because I feel like it suits me better than new Samus design. Man, I didn't even get a chance. I was too busy prattling on to see if they had any based on the Metroid Prime. Okay, here it is. Work of the Metroid Prime. Original Nintendo GameCube, new versions, development staff. There we go. They just like put that in there, like, just a little footnote. I mean, yeah, it would be. But I feel like I read somewhere online that those icons are only available yesterday and today. And like yesterday was a batch of 4 and today is a batch of 4. So I already like missed out on yesterday's. Wait, there's the ending cutscene of Samus flying off. And the nice rendered image of Samus now versus the terrible one. By maybe in GameCube standards it was good, but nowadays if you look back at it, it's like, whoa. But yeah, look at that. Percentage complete, 93, not too bad. Like I said, the first time I beat this game was like 70 something, so it was pretty rough. And it looks like we got, right, yeah, that's where I'm putting on hell. Little angel. Don't be sad. This is just how it works out sometimes. Maybe I'll use that as the end screen. What video tag time is that? About 40 minutes. But yeah, total time 12 hours, so not even 15. I mean, 15 if you don't know where you're going, probably. And you gotta have the hint system on and gotta figure out the puzzles yourself. Maybe it'll take longer for you to backtrack for all the artifacts and stuff, but come on, everybody's gonna use a guide anyway. That's what I did. Yeah, playthrough time is 12 hours. I want to say 20 at max if you're really taking your time and being slow with it. Yeah, not too bad. Hard mode difficulty unlocked. Let's go see what extra goodies we got today. Choosing to save now will finish the game of Metroid Prime Remastered. When you select your save file slot again, you will start a new game. Do you want to save? I'm going to say, like, no. Yeah, I'm going to say no. Just so I can go back through and get 100% on normal mode. Then I'll probably 100% mode. Hardest difficulty, 100% scan log. Let's do it. I mean, I'll do it on my own. Definitely won't do it as part of this. If they make Prime 2 Echoes, maybe I'll do a playthrough of that. And yeah, we'll do Echoes. If they do Corruption, that'll give me a good reason to actually, like, you know, play through Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Because I think I was saying in a previous episode that I actually just kind of dropped that game, like, about 70% of the way through. I was like, I don't know why. Hard mode unlocked, you can now access this difficulty, man. Yeah. Hard mode, cool. But yeah, I never finished Corruption, and I just left it up to YouTube to kind of like show me the end, and I was like, oh, that's cool. All right, whatever. You know, I don't know why I wasn't as motivated to finish it. It was pretty far along, you know. Got like most of the major upgrades, and it was like just about to get to like the derelict spaceship that has like a whole like swarm of Metroids around it, and like the final planet phase and all that final boss fight stuff, and I was just like, yeah, or I could play Modern Warfare Reflex on the Wii. It just ruined people's lives because that game was just terrible first-person shooter experience. That and The Conduit were just like so cheesy and hilarious. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm motivated to relive my childhood, honestly. And if there's another thing that motivates you for, like, completing games that you buy, is streaming them. Like, seriously, man. Like, if you've ever needed motivation to, like, get through games, I'm like, you know, what is this, like, 2 weeks? I've just already just hammered out Metroid Prime. So, like, if there's any... Bro, like, I know you've got a backlog, man. Like, exactly. There you go. Don't let it sit there and collect dust, you know? I mean, stream it. Even, or at least record it, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. I definitely will. I mean, you live right down the street, so hop on over, man. It is what it is. Or if you want to borrow the capture card even, man, just pop it right in your computer. It works pretty good. Anyway, over to the character gallery, because we got some new goodies here. Looks like we got all of our assist trophies unlocked. And yes, you're more than welcome to be a guest on the stream. Because I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the rest. You know, until I pick a new game. I'll probably just like hop back over to Battlefield because I was having fun with that. Just doing a couple hours of Battlefield here and there. Ooh, yeah, that's true. I didn't think about the vertical mount on the GPU. It's probably taking up your extra expansion slots on the bottom there. But there might be enough room still. Who knows? Might be. You'll have to take a look at it. It's like a very slim card. I'll show it to you if you're over on... Oh yeah, that's right, we're going over to someone else's on Sunday, right. If you're ever over, I can show you how it looks. Anyway, yeah, there's Samus. They chose to give her the wave beam to complement the purple color. Love that detail. Very nice. I'm assuming that they're going to give Samus the plasma beam on the Phazon suit for the next one. Yeah, there it is. Looking sinister as hell. I love it. Phazon suit's probably one of the coolest things in Samus's arsenal. But it is now gone. Lost and gone forever. It's very nice though. Very cool model. It's close. Looks like there might be support. Yeah. There might be a support shelf right where that would be. Yeah, it's one of those things where you definitely don't want to like bend it into place. But I definitely, you know, stand by the capture card that I got is so nice. It's perfect, man. Like, pops right into your motherboard. It's the Elgato 4K 60 Pro Mark II. And it's got direct pass-through, so I can just like literally like see the stream information on the screen and myself. Yeah, it's me. And yeah, and it like it has even so, like, it has like a built-in functionality with OBS if you ever want to do streaming and stuff, but it also has just got this pass-through functionality, so you can just like see direct feed into your monitor while it's recording into the motherboard. It's pretty nice. Yeah, there we go. Sam is looking awfully fine in that Phazon suit. We've seen all these, the different Morph Ball, Spider Ball, all that auto turret. Injured Space Pirate's probably one of my faves. Would be so cool to have like just a game where you play as like the space pirates in like a battle simulator with which Man was talking about earlier. I've been thinking about that recently. Apparently there was a Metroid project, I forget what it was called, but it was supposed to be like a strategy game, kind of like XCOM, where like it's you as like you're like a Federation commander, I guess, and it's like you command Samus and a whole bunch of elite Galactic Federation troopers, along with some other hunters that you encounter along the way to fight the space pirates. And that would have been cool, because if they had a multiplayer mode, that means you could play as the space pirates. But now I'm just like, man, hopefully someone does like an XCOM mod for that or something, because like the game was never released. No, unfortunately it was canned. I don't know what studio was working on it, and I don't even know what it was called. I think I'm like scratching the back of my brain, like maybe like Metroid, like, or Project Valkyrie or something like that. Anyway, Archaeos, Christy Chu, good to see you both. Happy Thursday. You just got through the final boss, so if you missed it, I'm not sure. I don't know when you guys joined, but I will definitely upload all this stuff to YouTube. It'll be coming up shortly. Just going through all the little extras that we unlocked. We have the Chozo Ghost model here. Looking nice and cute. All ethereal with the cute glow and everything. See you. I got an X-ray visor with your name on it and some super missiles. Love all these models. Whoever did the model work in this, whatever group of people, I imagine, excellent job. Metal Slug getting tactics game soon too. Yeah, that sounds amazing. It's like you missed the finale. Yeah, sorry guys. I was powering through it, and it's already 13 minutes until the end of the stream, so we're just gonna go through the last few goodies here. Big Rock Boy, yeah, Thardus is pretty sweet. Apparently they were using Thardus as like an experimentation on like inanimate objects with Phazon, and like also gonna use him as like a security patrol unit for the Phazon mines, which is why they were trying to tame him, I guess. If I read those logs right in the quarantine observation room. Probably botched a lot of that pronunciation, but yeah. That's what or maybe he, he was just gonna carry containers around. I mean, he looks pretty strong. Looks like he could carry a lot of Phazon batches and stuff. Haul a bunch of materials. Looks like the heavy turret also gets really angry when you point it directly at the screen. What else we got here? Standard Space Pirate. Looking awfully cool with his energy-based weaponry arm cannon and his photonic scythe on the other arm. Getting ready to give people uppercuts or hugs. Also love how, like, just brutal the space pirates are with this remodel. You can see that their skeleton has just been completely grafted into, like, whatever machinery they can. And they talk about in the lore in the game that, they basically, like, Metroid Infusion, when I was a kid, when I played this game, I thought it was them just, like, injecting them with, like, Phazon or feeding them, like, the Phazon rations as adults. But Phazon Infusion starts as embryos, if you're a space pirate, in the Elite program. So, that leads me to believe that, like, all of this, like, grafted exoskeleton stuff that they have going on here is probably not even optional and, like, forced upon them at a very early age. Very cool looking. They got that glowy eye effect and everything. Yeah, it's just a little, like, tidbit of information that I think about quite a bit. Probably more than I should, but, yeah, definitely looking a little reptilian versus lobster crab people. Definitely got that, like, weird fish bite that they have going on in their mouth. Be sweet if they did the Echoes remaster, because I liked the pirate design a lot in Echoes. Not to say that this one is bad. This is also really cool. Yeah, for sure. They definitely look a lot more menacing and capable in the Prime series. More of like a force to be feared. Even how they sound is really cool. You know, like very deep-throated and angry. The OG pirates are a little goofy. But the different Prime ones are all sick. Yeah. I agree with that statement for sure. They're just like kind of like goofy dudes that crawl on the walls and like shoot little like lasagna beams at you. That's kind of all they feel like in the 2D games, but you know what? So be it. They got little elf shoes too. They definitely got little elf shoes. Dude, you need them to climb on walls, man. Those elf shoes are, that's what, I mean, that's the secret. Yeah, looking mighty fine. I like the big scythe on the back. Very cool. Get ready to uppercut Samus. Oh, we got the Power Trooper, Ice Trooper, and the Plasma Trooper, and the Wave Trooper doing the victory pose. Very nice, very nice. When they start reverse engineering Samus's technology and incorporating it into space pirate armor. It's cool because they do shoot like beams at you, but I guess it just comes out of their right little arm. And it's not like a cannon anymore. It's like part of the armor that's shooting it. So it's a cool little detail. And it's almost like they cut off their left arm to like mount these blades on them. Never really noticed that before, but yeah, it looks like they straight up just cut off their hand and put like a power blade on it. Very brutal. But you know what? It's either that or get killed by Samus, right? So, or you know, if you don't agree with Pirate High Command, it's either Samus kills you or High Command kills you, right? So it kind of sucks being a pirate grunt. So maybe you'd be happy to get your hand cut off. Have that and get killed by Samus, right? Exactly. I mean, you know, like what Chama was saying, whoever gets put into the ice suits definitely drew the short end of the stick because you still freeze and die. These guys just eat super missiles. This is Wave Buster territory, and then, yeah. Also, I mean, I guess all of them are kind of drawing the short end of the stick, but, you know, pick your way to die. Everyone that gets shoved into the wave beam is like, uh-oh. Can I not come into work today? See what else we got here. Oh, man. The elite pirate with the giant artillery launcher on the back. I know I kind of cheesed these fights as I was going through the game. Because I think you're really supposed to switch over to thermal to target the cannon, break that, then attack them. But, yeah, super missiles to the dome just work too well. But, man. Loving how this looks. Definitely tell. It's weird because like the elite pirates themselves don't, they look like more monstrous, but the only like phase-on detail I can tell is the like the underbite mandible, the center mandible on the pirate, because the shoulders in the GameCube version definitely look like giant phase-on growths, but now it just looks like it's part of like shielding for the armor or something. Maybe it could be phase-on. I do like the giant grafted mounts for like munitions and stuff on the back for the shoulder blades. It's pretty sweet looking. Very cool. Oh, we'll go back in there. We'll see the rest of the good. Yeah, right? It's just like so brutal looking. I mean, that's like the beauty of like Space Pirates is that it's just this tenacity for power and like power hungry, just domination, just knows no bounds. It's definitely like, you know, a species of creatures that never asks if they should, only if they can, you know? So they just take technology and just scientific progress to an extreme without any sort of, like, safety or regard for, like, the lives of their own species. I mean, you know, rip to those who tried out the Morph Ball prototypes. I mean, y'all just got, like, twisted and squashed into pieces. Now we got the, Omega Pirate here. Here you can definitely see a heavy influence of Phazon. Yeah, as you can see, the kind of like Phazon growths on the Omega Pirate is kind of what like the Elite Pirate shoulders look like back in the GameCube era. These just giant glowing nodules. Very nice. Yeah, he's got like the double artillery cannon on the back that looks like it's also been corrupted by Phazon. It's just crazy because it just doesn't, Phazon doesn't care if it's like corrupting machine or, living creature almost. Very cool detail. And glowing claws and stuff. Got kind of like the elite mouth from Halo. Yeah, definitely with like the quadrimandibles. Yeah, I'm about to start like imagining him saying like, "Oh man, heretic." Deal with the heretic, my brothers. I will defend the Oracle. Yeah, basically. Looks very cool, very cool. Not much of an ass though. Sorry. Was expecting some Phazon butt cheeks there. Just playing with you. On to the next one, the Shadow Pirates. Never really do get a good look at these guys. I mean, you're mostly looking at them through the thermal visor. But yeah, as the scan log, says that they don't have any sort of ranged projectiles, but they do have this like chameleon suit. Very cool looking, how it's like half invisible. They do have their melee sides and a cool special little helmet on their heads. Maybe it has some sort of thermal technology built into their suit, because that is where you first encounter them, and they are messing with thermal imaging there too. I like to think that, a lot of the reason that they're using thermal imaging is just so that they can make sure the whole place is cold enough for Metroid containment. Very cool looking. Not too different from the original design, but also very, very straightforward. Cool design. I like it. The Flying Pirate. Yeah, these are the guys that I didn't get a chance really to look at too much. But yes, in fact, that whole thing on their back that is attached to their skull is a jetpack. So very cool looking. They got the little like arm cannon on the left. Doesn't seem like they would have to remove their hand for that one. Looks like it might fit within that apparatus. I don't know. Not sure where the little missile launchers are. They're probably on the top here. Those little boxes. Or that just might be like air intake or whatever. I'm not sure where the missiles come from. Oh, are they on the little feet? Is that what those are? Little like ankle things? Maybe. One thing I super admire about the art direction in these games is that the silhouettes are really strong. Yeah. And it's like just... I mean, you could tell it's a pirate in there. It's the coolest stuff, It's just really sweet looking. I just... Oh, they have a little glowing effect underneath the wings, too. I never noticed that. Like the long, spindly legs dangling, balanced by the huge jetpack. You can tell that the artist started with the crazy silhouette and worked from there. Yeah, it's weird, because their legs are definitely different than other pirates. Pretty sure if we go back to... Yeah, like they have more of like a standard like raptor-sized foot, whereas the flying pirates definitely have longer dangly feet, which is kind of like almost hornet-like, when you see them flying through like have you ever seen like a mud dauber or like a cicada killer, like one of those big nasty hornets, they have little dangly legs as they fly around. Wonder if it was inspired by that. It's very cool. I didn't notice the little detail on the top of the helmet either. Got like a little fin up there with a little extra thingy. Not sure what that is, but yeah, very cool looking. And the eyes be flashing. Not sure what that's all about. But these guys always jamming to Magmor Caverns and Fendrana Deep. Just bopping back and forth until Samus comes into the room. It's a functional carrying handle, right? Just like that one YouTube clone that we don't talk about. Back that again. Where were we? Flying Pirate, Aqua Pirate. Here we go. Yeah, same deal with these guys. It's almost like the same sort of like armor, just repurposed. Wait, do they have extra? Oh no, they have the same little like weird knee tentacles popping out of their exoskeleton. Is it an exoskeleton? I never looked that up. But now they have a super soaker. They got a little squirt gun. And torpedo launchers. Yeah, pretty much the same, more of a blue design. It's like very cool looking. The little like jetpack is just like underwater mode, I guess. This is the Phazon Elite. Very cool. Very cool fight. Just heavily mutated. Like the entire arm is literally just Phazon. Like he doesn't have anything left. Like it's literally he's turning into like a TARDIS almost. Pretty crazy looking. Yeah, that effect right there is more like what I recall from like the GameCube era. Yeah, it's basically just like the bone structure almost. Right. It's like, how does that even bend anymore? You know what I mean? But whatever. Very cool, very cool. I mean, I can't remember in one of the scan logs, does it say like, you know, when you're going through Frigate Orpheon, like, and you're looking at all the damaged space pirates, like, doesn't it say like Creature's exoskeleton has been like damaged? So I think they have an exoskeleton too. It's very weird. I'll have to look at that up at like the Metroid wiki or whatever. But yeah, like I love how the entire side of the head, like the asymmetrical design of this guy just makes me look even more wonky and screwed up. Like Phazon veins all over him and everything. Very cool. Cool fight. We got our boy here, Meta Ridley. Wings looking mighty fine in 1080p. Always doing dive bombs and Samus. Always down air and down smashing. See all like the little individual muscle fibers, and then even the reconstructed form, it just like doesn't even have a throat anymore. It's all just mechanical, you know. Very cool looking. There's little like glowing heart in the center. It looks like it's almost like a heart. Can't really tell. Yeah, that's his little weak point. Put some plasma in there. We'll take care of him. Very cool. They did an amazing job with this guy. Almost want to see like the back end of his skull too. Metroid just has such cool designs, man. Everything's just so wonky and crazy looking. Love how bits of his OG body are still present, like the upper jaw, heart, some muscle tissue, and the rest is just like, yeah, screw it, we're making him into a mech. Yeah, basically. I mean, apparently the, you know, Meta Ridley project was incredibly painful, so it must be worth it though. Very cool, very cool. Metroids. Boy. Love how they just added like the little broken container on the side too, as like a little detail. Obviously, Fission Metroids, very annoying, you know. Not too bad though, there's more annoying like enemies in other games. You know, once you realize the power bomb's the bread and butter, you know, to like take care of them, they're not too bad. Yes, very cool, very cool. Love to see the little detail of the center of the Metroids. Very nice. I'm loving these assist trophies, man. Hunter Metroid, looking even more screwed up, but apparently still adolescence. Nerd Crew Alert. Very cool. Nerd Crew Alert. I don't even know what that means, man. I don't watch Nerd Crew. Other than I know what that is. Queen Hunter Metroid. Yeah, that would be sweet. If they kind of like kept the morphology of the Metroids the same from Metroid 2 and integrated it into Metroid Prime, that would be sweet. Got Metroid Prime in crab form, again with the giant mouth from underneath the belly. I really realized that it's got an odd number of legs. You know, it's got like one little center back leg. I never noticed that before. Very cool though. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of hard to see in the GameCube one, but that is where it like shoots the beams out from when it attacks you in the earlier stages of the fight. Very, very cool. See the like little evil, sinister face in there. I love it. Little like accents of Phazon in the back of the skull too. Let me get in there and take a peek. Oh, I can't raise it anymore, but yeah, you can see some Phazon corruption in there too. It's pretty sweet looking. Yeah, it's just crazy and all over the place. Even like the joints that, are where it's attached to the body, it's just glowing for some reason. Like, oh, that's sweet, man. And of course, the last one, Metroid Prime Core. Interesting that they called it Metroid Prime Core. So I always referred to this as the essence of Metroid Prime, but yeah, basically Metroid Prime itself. Again, it almost looks like it has a brain, but it's like got like an abdomen, a thorax, you know what I mean? Like insectoid parts of the brain. Definitely inspired by a neuron almost. Very cool looking. Yes, yes. Very oddly human looking. Especially with the essence too. Because when you fight Metroid Prime, I'll post it onto YouTube, but yeah, when you fight Metroid Prime, it almost like screams at you in your face, but it doesn't even have a mouth. Very cool looking. Very cool detail in the fight, I'll say. Anyway, enough of the assist trophies. I think we've seen basically everything that I've unlocked. I gotta go back through and unlock all the other goodies. I need to 100% the game because I definitely want the rest of these very badly. So I will 100% the game on my own time just so I can have them unlocked. Don't suppose there was a Fission Metroid trophy? I don't think there was. I think the trophy for the Metroids just kind of like was all of them. It was back here. Yeah, it was just Metroids. Not really. We're back through Thardis. All the little baby creatures, and then Samus herself. Yeah, so there's only the Metroids on that one trophy. Wanted to get a good look at its color scheme. Seems like grayish or bluish or something. Yeah, they're definitely like a lot more of like a pale color. Standard Metroids are that green color. And of course the yellow and the purple one are the byproducts of a Fission Metroid. Yeah, you don't really get a good look at them, I guess. You can look at them in the game, but I think they're like a lot more of like a brighter and pale color. I don't know, I try not to look at them very often. They eat power bombs very quickly when I encounter them. But yeah, I think, let's see, should have everything in the soundtrack unlocked. It's based off of... Oh man, there's a whole bunch I don't have. Probably based off of unlock progression, but yeah, we're gonna put on the Phazon Mines because I love this one. It's another good one. Vendrana. It's always, man, the music in Metroid Prime. That's like another reason to pick up this game. Is like alone, the music in this game is a masterpiece. It might just be a lot of like, you know, Super Metroid remixes, but very atmospheric and like, right, yeah, it is phenomenal. And it's one of those like games too where like if you're playing and the game's music is it not only like atmospheric, but it also has me like head bopping while I'm playing. Like that is just like, that's when you know the soundtrack is A1. Yeah, Magmore Cavern's good. That's weird. This one's called Vendrana Battle? Odd. Space Pirates, Space on Main. Omega Pirate fight theme's good too. Oh, there's your look at your Fission Metroids, I guess. Those are probably them. Yeah, I gotta unlock Metroid Prime Fight 1 and Metroid Prime Fight 2 and the Impact Crater and all that stuff. That's probably what the last 4 are at least. Oh well. Yeah, Talon Overworld is a serious bop for sure. And then yeah, I don't know. It's all great. It's all great. Look, I gotta stop somewhere. I'll leave you something to imagine. I'm not the originator of that quote. There's a very, very awesome man who once said that. I'll leave it up to you to research that quote. Richard Feynman, I believe was his name. Awesome physicist. Reminds me of like the kind of college professor I wish I had. And I wish I had met him. He's passed away now. But that said, Doggy knows what time it is. It's been lovely playing through this remastered edition for you guys, with you guys. I appreciate the company for everyone that joined. Thank you so much. It really helps having an audience and those who participate. Thank you. Can't say it enough. Helps me fill the dead space in the air.
Puff's coming to say goodbye too. Okay. Yes.
Yes, it is time. It is time. Would you like to go for walkies with us?
I would.
Yeah, he knows what time it is.
Okay, we can shake too.
We can shake. Oh god. Alright, for sure. I'll hit you up on Messenger then. For the rest of you guys, thanks again. I appreciate everyone showing up, enjoying this lovely playthrough of such a beautiful game.
Puppy, I think you're gonna sit down so I can close out the app and say goodbye to everyone properly. Okay? Come on. Come on. Move those paws. Come on. Good boy.
Alright, everyone. I'm peacing out. Like I said, I'm going to upload this to YouTube. All these videos for the next week or so, I'm going to be uploading one a day, you know, having a consistent upload schedule. I'm trying. I know I've been slacking if anyone's been kind of eyeballing my YouTube channel. And for tomorrow, I am taking a break. I will not be streaming tomorrow, so I'm going to take that off the schedule. I'm going to spend some time with my lovely better half. She's on spring break, and we're going to set aside some time with each other and just enjoy the time that we have. So next week, Tuesday, will be my next stream. So that said, I'm officially peacing out now. Twitch, YouTube, you guys take care. Adios.